Howdy, folks. It's Effing Controller, and I think you guys know that I'm not. I don't like to bring up my personal business on the YouTube channel just because it's. I don't think that that's what at least my existing channel is for. I don't like to air my personal laundry with all of its frilly lace negligee and whatnot for all the world to see, and it's a decision I've made, but there's times when a man just reaches a breaking point, and I think we've reached that time because I feel like I just need professional help. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I need something. I need to get this weight off my shoulders and my back and chest. You can hear the ambulances in the distance. Perhaps they're coming to take me away right now. But no. But I just feel like I gotta get some professional help just to get things going on the right track. So I'm going to talk here with my longtime mentor, really, Dr. Sbaitso, and we go back for quite a while. Not a real long time, but I feel like he's a guy I can trust, and I feel like his insights into my problems will really be productive. So let's have a chat with the good doctor. I have to remind him, of course, of who I am, because we'll find out why here in a moment.
G-C-O-N-D-R-O-L-E-R. Hello, effing controller. My name is Dr. Sbaitso.
It's a pleasure to see you again, sir.
I am here to help you. Say whatever is in your mind freely.
Mm-hmm.
Our conversation will be kept in strict confidence.
I am recording it.
Memory contents will be
awkward.
wiped off after you leave. So, tell me about your problems.
Well, Sbaitso, my old friend and companion, where do I begin? Where do I start? I feel like this has been something that's been on my mind for a little while, and I feel like in some ways my YouTube channel has gotten kind of stale. Stale's probably the best word I can think of. It's not like it's bad. It's just, it's just a little bit, It's if you could assign a nonverbal word to it. So imagine that me talking right now is my subconscious, the gears turning in my head, and then what I'm actually saying is just kind of the processing of these feelings, and then what I actually put to Sbaitso is what I actually say. So here we go. I feel like I'm in a rut.
Do you often feel like you're in a rut?
Well, no.
Don't type nonsense.
Well, maybe he thinks I'm lying. Well, maybe you know me better than I do. I mean, I think every YouTuber has that feeling every now and then of feeling like they're in a rut. And it's all about what you do about it. So that was a very helpful comment, Sbaitso. He was saying, be realistic. Everybody feels that way. And really, the measure of a man is what he does about it. Let's be productive then. What can I do to feel more enthusiastic about my YouTube channel? Camel case.
Perhaps you don't want to feel more enthusiastic about your YouTube channel.
No, I do. No.
That is quite interesting.
Are you... It's blowing me off right now. Okay, let me put it to you another way. How can I make my YouTube channel better?
Why not?
That is not an appropriate answer. Let me try it again. What steps can I take to improve my my online video game playing empire?
Take to improve your online video game playing empire? Surely you can, but you must bear all the consequences.
Well, I hope that those are... I hope that those are good consequences. And I'd like to.
I think it is more interesting talking about something else.
No, I disagree. I need to talk about this.
Yes, we all need something, but can you afford to talk about this?
I can. I have some free time.
How do you keep up with some free time?
I make Let's Plays for the internet.
Please give me more information
Okay.
about it.
I sit in front of a computer with my clothes off and record myself playing video games, and then I put it on the internet.
Talking of talking computers, do you know I am one of the best around?
You're a narcissist. I'm a better therapist than you. I was about to say you're a therapist. Well put.
What will happen when I am a narcissist?
You'll fail to help me.
One must be crazy to expect help from me.
Touché. So there we go. I think we've just gotten some very helpful advice. Let's player, heal thyself. And I think I've already taken some steps to kind of to make amends. And one of the steps I've taken is to start effing around, which you might have noticed was cleverly used as a title for the recent Payday 2 video that I did with Slugger. And I plan to make that a regular feature, where I take a game and I F with it a little while. I F it good and hard, and I record myself effing it, and then I put the video of me effing it on the internet, and then I never talk to it again. I never play it again. It's really intended to be like a 1 or maybe 2 or 3 at the very most kind of sequence of videos relating to a game. And it's intended also to be just, I play lots of games on the side. I don't just Let's Play games only, and that's the only gaming I do. I hope to have this be something where I record myself playing games and I'm just playing on the side anyways and just having fun with. I'm effing around in them. And it's also for games that I don't think are really suited necessarily for a full Let's Play series, at least not one by me. So I guess an analogy to what I kind of would like this to be is like Jeff Major's onesies, which I don't know if he does anymore, but maybe probably a better example would be Northern Lion. He does Let's Look At videos. It's just and they're usually new titles, but mine necessarily won't be like that. So, and they also might be multiplayer, as we saw with Slugger, and also I think really the video I did with Tailmage is kind of in that same venue, and people really enjoyed that too. So, I'm looking to keep doing those. I think that that's a good thing to do. It's not something that's going to necessarily replace anything that's going right now on the channel, but it's something I want to add, just so that I can kind of spice things up. It's like, buying something at an adult store and throwing it in the bed, and suddenly your love life will go crazy. That's how that works, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. So, that should hopefully keep things a little bit more interesting around here. What do you think of that?
Effing controller, I need more computing power to answer your question.
Fair enough. Let me rephrase. I'm going to start a semi-regular feature wherein I briefly play part of a game that I've been enjoying lately.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
I don't know how to take that. But anyways, that's one of the things I want to do. And, I think part of the issue, too, is that I'm looking also at some of the series that we have going now. For instance, Spaceward Ho, which should be done soon. I've had that kind of malingering for a little bit. I'm intending to end that very soon, and in fact, I will make my next session of it the last one, regardless of the outcome, because it's just been plodding along for a little bit with the same sort of stuff happening, and I don't think anybody's interested in that, least of all me. I'm not doing a great job of playing it, honestly, too. So, winding that up is something I want to do. So let's see what Sbaitso thinks about that. I'm thinking of ending my Spaceward Ho series.
Do you think the other way around?
No, I'd really like to stop playing it.
What are your real problems?
Well, let's talk a little bit about that. Well, let's talk about one that is not a real problem, and that's Floris. Floris is great. Floris is fantastic. I just need to play it more, honestly. That's probably the big, real problem with the channel, is that I don't have a whole lot of time to play stuff. And, you know, that's just never going to go away, unfortunately. So you guys are just going to have to deal with that. I'm going to upload irregularly. That's going to be just how it is. But anyways, Floris, you know, it's been going infrequently as a result of my constraints and time. It's like, you know, it goes really well, but it goes infrequently, like a constipated elephant. And I'm hoping that the conclusion of Spaceward Ho maybe will help me with that, because I don't intend on playing too much beyond Spaceward Ho. I have like 4 series going at once. That's going to be one of the series that ends. So we'll have 3 going at once. That should help. And then we have Betrayal at Krondor, which is kind of a toughie. I'm not really bothered by the fact that it's my least popular series. In fact, let me ask Dr. Sbaitso, what do you think of my Betrayal at Krondor series?
Do you really think so?
I'll ask you again. Do you think my Betrayal at Krondor series is any good?
Do you doubt that your Betrayal at Krondor series is any good?
Well, I don't think it's bad, but a lot of, well, I'll phrase it differently. Some people aren't watching it.
Do you wish to be able to think it's bad, but some people aren't watching it?
No. No. I'd rather that more people liked it, but I'm not gonna make them like it.
How long have you been not gonna make them like it?
Not gonna make them like it? I don't know, that just came to me. Since it started.
I see. Go on.
Okay, I will. The thing with Krondor is that I really love the game, and I intend on playing it all the way through. I would like to. That's my hope and my aspiration. But the problem I see is that if I don't start playing it more, I will probably be playing it for the rest of my life. Just because it's just so... it's lengthy. Most of the other Let's Plays of Krondor are extremely long. So I don't really know quite what to do about it other than to maybe just kind of breeze through it and miss content possibly, which may be okay with you guys. Part of, by the way, what I'm talking about here is I want to hear what you guys think about the channel generally, but about these individual topics too. If you guys think that there's something I could do better in Krondor or, you know, Floris or whatever, let me know. I'm soliciting feedback and other things. But Krondor is going to be tough because I think that really the core issue is just that I need to sit on my ass and play more video games, which I can do, but it's going to be kind of tricky. But anyways, so that's kind of my thinking, is I need to either play more or play more easy breezy beautifully, to borrow ad speak. Anyways, so that I went on, I guess. Let's ask Sbaitso about the elephant in the room, though. The big nasty, the big hot stinky Let's Play that I do. What do you think about my Silent Hunter Let's Play?
But you are only thinking that about your Silent Hunter Let's Play?
What am I thinking? What am I thinking about my Silent Hunter Let's Play? Or what do you think I'm thinking?
What is it that you really want to do?
Well, I want to know how people feel about it, I guess.
Do you know anyone who can?
Yes.
What if you are wrong?
I'm not wrong. There are plenty of people out
Do
there.
you believe it is normal to be not wrong?
No.
Give me more details.
No.
That's too brief.
Shut up. Okay. Let's talk about Silent Hunter. And let Sbaitso chase his tail for a little bit. Really, my concerns about the channel are mostly about Silent Hunter. And the big problem I have is that I think that the mod that I have installed right now is just stupidly easy. It's put together well, but somehow I don't know if it was because I edited my save to get it compatible with this mod or what happened, but it is just criminally easy. I'm having a really easy time with it. So we're just not having enough challenge, I think, to make the game fun to watch and, for me, fun to play. And if I'm not having fun playing it, I'm not going to commentate very well, and you guys are going to be bored. And I think that there actually has been some waning interest in the series, for sure. So, you know, the logical decision, I guess, would be to just change the mod. However, it's not that easy, because if I change it, I have to possibly change the save file to make it compatible. And that caused possibly some problems, and I honestly would prefer not to have to do that, too, because it was kind of a pain in the neck. I mean, I would really prefer not to. It's a possibility, but if you guys want me to... Well, actually, let me put forward all of the things I've thought of for the Silent Hunter Let's Play. Because I'm kind of at an impasse here. There's multiple ways we could take, and most of them I'm pretty happy to do. The one is that I could remod the game and then rename the new crew to what it was and go from there. We wouldn't be converting everything over. It would just be a new crew and a new mod. And it would be the same names, just different people. It'd be kind of weird. But the other thing we could do is we could switch sides. Instead of playing Americans, we could also play Germans. We could be like Marco Ramius in Hunt for Red October. Except he was Russian, but you get what I'm saying. And that's one option. The other option number 3 now, I think, is that we could start up a new Silent Hunter 3 playthrough. I've gotten a few requests for that. Whether that would be a new, just normal Atlantic patrol, picking up where we left off, or some people have asked me to do a Pacific patrol in Silent Hunter 3, which is possible. And also people have asked me to do a patrol in a Type 21, which is the fancy modern sub that the Germans came up with, or more modern sub. Not modern anymore. So those are possibilities within that possibility. The other option after that would be to do Silent Hunter 5, which is what a lot of people have also been asking me to do. And that would involve me basically praying like hell that I can get it in a working and interesting state. I don't know a whole lot about it. Like I've said before, I haven't played it. So that would be kind of a challenge. Is that option number 4? I've lost track. I think that's option number 4. I guess the 5th option is keeping things exactly as they are. I'm not a big fan of that, but if you guys want me to, if it's overwhelming that you guys want me to keep things as they are, I will, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So that's really the big decision I'm putting to you guys. Sbaitso doesn't have anything to do with it, although I'll ask him. Which option should I pick?
What does that suggest to you?
Let me... God damn it, Sbaitso, you're just not... This is not a good session. Should I play Silent Hunter 4 with a new mod?
I'm not sure I understand you.
He doesn't like that option, I guess. Should I start Pacific U-boat campaign in Silent Hunter 4?
This is getting boring. Just now were you talking about needing help?
I do. I need help. God. Should I start a new Silent Hunter 3 playthrough?
Does talking to me help?
Not so far. You stupid therapist. You know what? What's your favorite number?
Why do you ask this question?
Because I need to know which solution to my problem to pick.
I sure wish we could use to know which solution to your problem.
You are horrible. Okay, well then it's decisively in the hands of you, the viewer, because Sbaitso is just not being helpful. But other than that's mostly what I'm coming to you guys for. Tell me what you think of that. Tell me what you think of the other series, and if you have any suggested. It was a combination of suggested and suggestion. Didn't work. Very confusing. If you have any suggestions, please do let me know. This is an open call for feedback, suggestions, ideas, and threats. Death threats are even fine. I guess other than that, though, yeah, nothing is really going on as far as the channel, as far as making it a little more interesting. I guess one complication is that I am back in school now, so I have a little bit less time to play video games and stuff. And it's on that topic, I guess I should mention, I think I mentioned during the Q&A that I'm planning on going, or I was planning on going back to school full-time, starting in January, and thus I would be able to Let's Play to my heart's content. But that's probably not going to happen, and in fact, it's definitely not going to happen, because apparently Uncle Sam doesn't like to extend student loans to people who already have degrees. And it doesn't matter if you got the wrong degree when you got your first degree. But that's fine. If I basically the punchline is, hey, I get to pay entirely out of pocket for my next degree unless I, well, not entirely. I get some loans, but it's not enough to sustain me. So, wow, that's kind of disappointing. It might actually end up with me going back to night shift, because if I want to complete my schooling in a meaningful fashion, I would have to, do that. Possibly, because obviously working during the day, Monday through Friday, doesn't really make school that accessible. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And I guess the other piece of news, well, let me ask you about education first, Dr. Sbaitso. Is it worth going back to night shift to get my education? My re-education, I guess.
Is that so?
Should. He doesn't like should either. What do you think about night shift?
What kind of answer would please you the most?
An honest one.
Come on, pour out your thoughts.
I hate your guts.
Please don't talk about my guts.
He's so endearing. Well, the only other piece of news is that I'm thinking of doing a stream, actually, in the second week of October, I think it is, because I've got that whole week off of work, and I have a couple of free days where are pretty much completely wide open, and I think a stream would be a nice way to fill in those days. I'm looking tentatively at the 10th, but, I'll put up a video closer to the actual times, just so you guys know exactly when it is. And we'll probably be playing more Morrowind, because it's been pretty fun. I do need to probably extricate my sorceress, my magicianess, out of her current predicament before we get started. But we'll have some fun. We'll find some ways of stirring up some mischief in Morrowind. And that should be around October 10th. Probably exactly that day. I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be October 10th. But what time, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, well that's about it. I don't really have anything else to say, and Dr. Sbaitso was spectacularly unhelpful. Contrary to... You know what the thing is he's not good at at advice for hobbyists and business people. He doesn't know anything about the world beyond logic and curse words. Actually, he doesn't like curse words. Is one thing he does know. Like, go suck a fuck.
Don't get fresh.
Eat my wang.
Have you tried to ask for help?
Choke on a sack of dongs.
Can you elaborate more on that?
Choke yourself to death on a massive quantity of penises.
If you want to talk about this, tell me your age first.
Old enough to know better. Young enough to not care.
So you think you are big enough? Prove it.
What are you asking me to do, sir? What? Oh, this got inappropriate quickly. Well, I'm gonna take off my pants now. Actually, they weren't on in the first place. Who am I kidding? And see if I can get into a little bit more of a deep therapy session with Dr. Sbaitso here. I hope you guys have found this informative or something. Basically, I just need to hear back from you guys. You know, give me your feedback on these general sundry topics. This has been Effing Controller doing a little bit of a channel update disguised as a cry for help. I'll talk to you guys later.